One bright sunny day, a crow was flying across the sky. Tired from his long flight, he landed on a tall tree branch. As he rested, his sharp eyes noticed something beautiful, a swan gracefully swimming in a nearby pond. The swan's bright white feathers shimmered under the sun, and soon villagers gathered around the pond, admiring its beauty. Curious, the crow flew closer to take a better look. But the moment the villagers noticed him, they waved their hands, trying to chase him away. Confused and a little hurt, the crow thought, maybe they are afraid I will make this place dirty. Feeling unwanted, he perched on another branch nearby, but again, people shooed him away. The crow flew deep into the forest with a heavy heart. His wings weighed down not only by tiredness, but also by sadness. He landed on an old tree branch, feeling invisible and unloved. Tears welled up in his eyes as he whispered to himself, "People hate me because of my black feathers. If only I had beautiful white feathers like the swan, I would be happy too." Just then, an old crow with graying feathers flew by. Noticing the young crow's tears, he gently asked, "Why are you so sad, young one?" The crow replied with a sigh, "I hate my black feathers. They're so ugly. Nobody likes me." The old crow smiled warmly and said, "If you could look like any bird, which one would you choose?" Without hesitation, the young crow replied, "I want to look like the swan. Everyone admires it." The old crow nodded thoughtfully. "There is a magical spring deep in this forest. If you bathe in its water with a pure heart, you can change how you look. But before you go, why not ask the swan if it is truly happy?" The young crow became curious and hopeful. The crow flew back to the pond and approached the beautiful swan. "Dear swan," he said softly, "you must be the happiest bird. Your white feathers are so beautiful and everyone loves you. Are you happy?" The swan gazed down. Its reflection was rippling on the water. "Thank you for your words of kindness," said the swan, "but I am not really happy. People praise my feathers, yes, but they keep me as a pet. I can't live as I please. When I become old, they might not need me anymore, or worse still, they may consume my flesh. I do not know what tomorrow will be." The crow was stunned. "Then who do you think is the happiest bird?" he asked. The swan reflected for a moment. "I think parrots are the happiest. Their bright feathers are enjoyed and no one eats them." The crow thanked the swan and took off to look for a parrot. The crow searched until he found a colorful parrot sitting on a limb. Its red, green, and blue feathers shone in the sun. "Dear parrot," the crow said, "your color feathers are pretty. You seem to be a very happy bird." The parrot took in a deep sigh. "These feathers make them pretty. With these colors on my back, they have held me behind in cages all along. All that I see outside is birds dancing in freedom while I hide out in here. I spend life in jail behind bars." The crow felt even sadder. "Then who do you think is the happiest bird?" he asked softly. The parrot replied, "Maybe the peacock. Its feathers are more beautiful than mine, and people admire it everywhere." Determined, the crow flew to a zoo where he found a stunning peacock, proudly displaying its colorful feathers while visitors admired it. The crow said, "Dear peacock, you are so beautiful. Your feathers are amazing. You must be the happiest bird in the world." The peacock looked at the crow with sad eyes. "No, my friend, I am not happy. People admire my beauty, but they also pluck my feathers to sell. It is painful, and it keeps happening over and over. I live in a cage, trapped and longing for freedom. I wish I could live freely like you, soaring high in the open sky." The crow was stunned. All this time, he thought, I believed that beauty brought happiness, but even the most beautiful birds are not truly happy. With a heart full of gratitude, the crow flew back to the wise old crow and said, "I don't want to be anyone else. I am happy to be a crow. I am free, I can go wherever I want, and I don't need anyone's approval to feel special."